Hi and welcome. I'm Jennifer Bonoff, founder of BuildYourDigitalBrand.com. Doug and I are excited to share our interview series on personal branding. Hear from a diverse group of experts on the purpose and benefits of establishing your brand. Learn how to stand out and be memorable.
Hi, and welcome to the Build Your Digital Brand interview series. We're here today with Beth Colley, owner of Chesapeake Career Management Services, which she started back in 2004. Beth possesses multiple advanced career industry credentials. She brings a triple punch of expertise in career coaching, resume writing, and the federal application process that places her in an elite minority of industry professionals throughout the world. Welcome, Beth, and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Doug. I'm happy to join you.
As a career coach, you help people find their direction and take action in line with their beliefs and best interests for their future. In this process, do you think it's important for your clients to establish their personal brand, and does it play a key role in the success of their job search?
I do think it's very helpful. A job seeker needs to be able to talk confidently about their strengths and their expertise and what they can bring to an organization. The key advantage to having a personal brand is that it helps you stick out above the competition. The best place to be when you're in job search is to already be known for a specialized skill or an expertise, to be known as a subject matter expert in your field. And if you are already at the top of the mind of other people, it really helps you to confirm that you have a strong personal brand and gives you a leg up on that competition.
Okay, great. If a client had little or no visible branding, what three things would you tell them to do first to start the process of establishing their own digital brand?
You know, I don't know if I can limit it to just one thing, but limit it to three things. But one thing that I would truly emphasize is to get noticed. That's the best thing they can do. How can they do that? If you've won an award, get a press release out to people. Start a blog. You could start a LinkedIn group, volunteer to speak on a topic, publish an article or a white paper for an industry association, or put a post on LinkedIn. So there are a lot of things you can do, but it really boils down to that one primary thing, which is finding a way to get noticed.
Okay. You know, it's a competitive job market today, and it's difficult for a candidate to stand out to a recruiter or a potential employer. What advice, if any, do you give your clients to help them to stand out and be memorable?
Well, one way to stand out is by wearing a horrible suit to the interview. No, don't do that. I'm joking. But seriously, of course, everything I mentioned in the previous answer applies to this question as well. But one way to really stand out is to try to take a moment to figure out one or two key problems or pain points, if you will, during the interview. To ask some pointed questions of your interviewer to try to find out what's going wrong in the organization, what are they looking for, and what do they need you as a candidate to do or provide or fix for them. If you can get enough information about those pain points and demonstrate how you solved a similar problem before for another employer, you really can make a very strong impression, especially if it's a situation where they're talking about a program and you can say, oh, I fixed that over at this company, and here's how I did it. Show that you have that expertise in a particular field.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of digital assets a person might use in creating their own digital brand, including social media accounts, a personal website, or a blog, and each can have a positive or negative impact on someone's brand or reputation, depending on how they're used. What are your thoughts regarding online reputation management, and is it something you discuss with your clients in relation to their own personal branding?
There's so many things to discuss with job search, and that's a great question. I really only discuss it if there's something glaring in their social media that has caused problems before or could potentially cause future problems. Obviously, everyone is entitled to his own opinion and his own thoughts. But if there are some glaring problems that need to be mitigated, the only thing to do is for that person to flood social media with positive information to try to help bury the digital dirt. Not only does that person need to reposition himself or herself in a more positive light, but that person needs other people to cite him on social media by sharing that same information or attributing him with some other positive piece of news. So being able to write some articles, again, starting some Facebook groups where you're sharing some very helpful information and really forming, if you will, some digital allies, some social media allies to help repost or retweet certain kinds of articles and links. The only way to really overcome a poor digital brand is to flood the internet with positive information and just, you've got to bury the dirt. That's all you can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you think it's beneficial for individuals to create and publish content related to their industry or areas of expertise to increase their online visibility and establish their own authority?
Certainly it is helpful, sure, yeah. But, we've got to be real too. One of the first things a recruiter is going to do, they're going to Google a candidate's name. And if they can't find anything about that person, about that candidate online, in most cases, they may think negatively about that person because the candidate may have the perception as being behind the times. So, however, in some cases, such as I'm in the Baltimore, Washington region, many IT industry jobs in particular require security clearance. So in this case, a little to no social media presence could actually be helpful and be a positive thing. So there's two sides to that coin that you have to think about. In a secured environment, such as a lot of the IT jobs in the Baltimore, Washington region, if there's too much social media presence or too much social media activity, it could be seen as a security risk. In many cases, at least a few years ago, some of these people were being told, you can't have any social media presence, you can't have a Facebook page, you can't have anything. Now they're starting to loosen those restrictions ever so slightly. But, if there is a case where someone could be working in a confidential environment, the best way to get noticed is by writing and publishing white papers, presenting at conferences as a subject matter expert, and earning industry awards. So I think it is important to publish the content and have some online visibility, but make sure that you're paying attention to, that it's targeted appropriately for your industry. So.
Okay, well, fantastic. Beth, I really want to thank you for being with us here today on the Build Your Digital Brand interview series, and it's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it.